Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Salma Daily English. I'm Salma, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. This podcast is the place where English learners from all around the world come together to improve their English, learn new ideas, and gain confidence in communication. Today's topic is fascinating and maybe even a little scary for some people. With the rise of artificial intelligence, translation apps, and smart communication tools, many people are asking an important question. Will AI replace the need to learn English? Imagine this. What if technology could instantly translate every language in the world? Would learning English still matter? Or could artificial intelligence actually make English even more important? To explore this question, I'm joined by a very special guest who works directly with technology and global communication. Our guest today is Ethan Cole, an AI strategist who helps companies understand how artificial intelligence is changing the way people work and communicate around the world. Ethan studies trends in remote work, global collaboration, and how technology is shaping the future of language and communication. Ethan, welcome to the Salma Daily English podcast.
Thank you, Selma. I'm really excited to be here. I love talking about technology, but I also love talking about language and how people connect globally.
Perfect, because our audience is full of English learners who want to understand the future of communication. Let's start with the big question many learners are asking today. Ethan, with tools like AI translators, voice assistants, and automatic subtitles, do people still need to learn English?
That's a great question. Technology has definitely made communication easier. Today we have apps that can translate conversations almost instantly. But interestingly, these tools are not replacing English. They're actually increasing the importance of it.
That's surprising. Many people might think the opposite.
Exactly. People imagine a future where everyone speaks their own language and machines translate everything perfectly. But the reality is more complex. In business, science, technology, and global collaboration, English is still the main shared language.
So English is still the common language of global communication.
Yes. Think about international companies. Teams might include people from Brazil, Germany, India, Nigeria, and Japan. When they meet online, they usually communicate in English.
Even if translation tools exist?
Yes, because translation is helpful, but it isn't perfect. Nuance, humor, emotion, and cultural context are still very hard for AI to translate accurately.
That's such an important point. Sometimes communication is not only about words, but about meaning and feeling.
Exactly. Imagine negotiating a business deal, giving a presentation, or leading a team meeting. Those situations require confidence and clarity. If you rely only on translation tools, communication can become slower and less natural.
So technology can help, but it doesn't replace real communication skills.
That's right. In fact, people who speak English well will probably become even more valuable in the future.
Interesting. Can you explain why?
Because the world is becoming more connected. Remote work has exploded in the last few years. Now a company in the United States might hire designers in Argentina, engineers in Poland, and marketers in the Philippines.
So global teams are becoming normal.
Exactly. And when teams are global, communication becomes extremely important. The people who can communicate clearly across cultures are the ones who stand out.
So English becomes a career advantage.
A huge one. In many industries, English is the language of opportunity.
That's really motivating for our audience. Many of our listeners are learning English specifically to improve their careers.
And they're making a smart investment. AI will automate many tasks, but communication, creativity, and collaboration are skills that machines cannot easily replace.
That's reassuring.
Let me give you a futuristic example. Imagine two professionals applying for the same remote job. One person relies on translation apps for meetings. The other person speaks English comfortably and can lead discussions, explain ideas, and build relationships.
I think we know which person the company will choose.
Exactly.
Let's talk about another interesting idea. AI tools like ChatGPT, translation apps, and grammar assistants. Some people worry that these tools make learners lazy.
I actually think the opposite is true. These tools can be incredible learning partners.
How so?
You can practice conversations, check grammar instantly, learn vocabulary faster, and even simulate job interviews in English.
That's true. Technology can make learning more interactive and personalized.
Exactly. AI is like a tutor that's available 24 hours a day.
So instead of replacing learning, AI can accelerate learning.
Yes, the smartest learners will use AI as a tool, not as a replacement for effort.
That's a great mindset.
Think of AI like a calculator for language. It helps you, but you still need to understand the basics.
That's a fantastic analogy.
The future will belong to people who combine human skills and technology skills.
So English plus AI knowledge could be a powerful combination.
Exactly. English learners today are not just learning a language, they're preparing for the global digital economy.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
It really is. The world is opening up more opportunities than ever before.
So maybe the real question isn't, will AI replace English learners, but how can English learners use AI to become even more powerful communicators?
That's the perfect way to think about it.
Before we continue, let's review a few important words and phrases we used in this conversation. First word, nuance. Nuance means a small difference in meaning, emotion, or expression. For example, humor, sarcasm, and tone are types of nuance that machines sometimes struggle to understand. Second phrase, remote work. Remote work means working from home or from any location instead of an office. Many global companies now hire people from different countries thanks to remote work. Third word, collaboration. Collaboration means working together with other people to achieve a goal. And our last phrase, career advantage. A career advantage is a skill or quality that helps you succeed professionally. Speaking English fluently can be a huge career advantage in international industries. Now, let's do a quick practice exercise together. I'll ask you a question, and I want you to answer out loud in English. Here's the question. How could learning English help your future career? Try to answer using this sentence structure. Learning English will help me because, for example, learning English will help me because I want to work with international companies. Or, learning English will help me because I want to communicate with people from different countries. Pause the video if you need more time and practice saying your answer confidently. Remember, speaking out loud is one of the fastest ways to improve your English. Ethan, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insights about AI and the future of communication.
Thank you, Salma. And to everyone learning English around the world, keep going. Your language skills will open doors you can't even imagine yet.
That's such an inspiring message. And to everyone listening, remember, technology may change the world, but communication will always matter. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Salma Daily English, like this episode, and share it with a friend who is learning English too. And if you want to continue improving your English, make sure you watch our next episode where we explore more real-life conversations, vocabulary, and global topics. Thank you for learning with me today. See you in the next episode of Salma Daily English.